Just got this in the mail today. About to head out and pick up my old one, which just got new strings and cables put on it. And we'll kind of show you what these two look like. Both Barnetts. This is the new Hyper Raptor 410. This one actually came with CCD, the crank cocking device. I ordered it from Lancaster, I believe it is, and when you sign up with your email for newsletters, you get a little extra off. So this only cost, I think it was $10 more than the non-CCD when I ordered it from them. So I'll get this open and put it together. Maybe show you guys a little bit of that, and also we're gonna go get the other bow. This is my old Barnett Game Crusher. I think it's about 7 years old, and what I actually did last year is I somehow managed to dry fire it. So this string got busted off, ended up wrapping up in this cam, destroyed the string, and the cables started to fray as well. It's amazing I got that long out of that string, those cables. So I took it to a local place here. Shout out to the Outdoorsman. He's not too far from here, and he fixed this up for me. $39 for the string, $39 for the cable, and then of course you pay for his time as well. But altogether it was like 120 some bucks to get this fixed. And you know, when it's the original, there's just this part of you that doesn't want to see that go. So very excited to get that back. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna be comparing it to the new one there. So very, very excited about that. Let me get this new Barnett Raptor opened up. So what I got in this box is the new Barnett Raptor 410, I believe it is. Very excited about this. Just got released last week. Managed to pick that up as I stated earlier. So I'm gonna open this up, kind of give you guys a look at it. And I don't know if I'll get to shoot it today or not, but hopefully. So we'll get rolling on that. Very, very excited about this, guys. So I will have to say I'm fairly disappointed about how this was sent to me here. It wasn't in anything else. Like, it was just this box like this from Lancaster. It would have been nice if it had been in another box. It was sent FedEx, which is probably my least favorite shipping company. And you can just tell the box is pretty beat up. So hopefully the bow is packaged pretty good in there. Sorry for the bad cutting job. I'm trying to do this one-handed, so. But yeah, the shipping, not impressed. So just a note there. Not the end of the world, hopefully, but was kind of hoping for a little bit better on the shipping side of things. But if I know Barnett, it should be pretty well packaged on the inside there. Well, I did ask for this. This is just a book from Lancaster about their stuff. So they just shoved it in there so they could ship it in the same package. I guess that works. I probably would have done the same thing. So thankfully, this inner box looks pretty good, so. And there it is, guys. That is a sharp looking crossbow. Very, very slick looking. So these are their new arrows. They're extra thin. Not sure I love that, but it'll also shoot the same ones that the Game Crusher shoots. So that was something I was very, very excited about. Probably gonna wanna put the phone down and get this out of here. So let's see. I might be able to do this. Hold on. That is very, very sharp, guys. Let's see what else is in here. The difference here is insane. Again, I do apologize for the rough camera work. Someday, I'll hopefully get a head mount and make this not quite so horrible for you guys. I just want to do a comparison here. So this is my Game Crusher. And that's the Raptor. Look at the difference there, guys. So much narrower. It is crazy. Very, very, very cool looking. I do apologize if the air conditioner is too loud, but it is hot today. So this is what came in the package, everyone. That is the Barnett Raptor 410. 410 feet per second. You get a quiver, 3 arrows. In all the videos it showed lighted knocks. It does not come with those on there. Those are just normal knocks. Got your crank cocking, which I didn't really care about a ton, but for $10 more, where I ordered it, I just figured I'd get it. You got your quick start guide, but this thing, I still got to finish putting it together, guys, but that is one sick crossbow. It's got the adjustable stock, which I'm very excited about. This folds down, there's a button. Sorry, there's a button right on the side. You push that, it folds up in there if you don't want to use that handle. Very, very cool, guys. It just seems like Barnett has a good product for less money. I got a Barnett, like I said, 7 years ago, that Game Crusher. I love that thing. It's heavy, but it kills deer. That's what we use it for every year, and it does its job well. So again, if you're looking for one, you want a slightly nicer one. That's where I was at. I want a slightly nicer one than what I had. I knew I was going to get that one fixed, but I wanted something a little nicer for my own use. You know, the more people we get hunting around here, the more I'd like another crossbow. So I looked into Barnett. This was just coming out, which I was a little hesitant about. Don't like to buy things when they first come out. But for the price, it was $620 is what I paid with the CCD on there. If you don't want that, you can get it for $6 plus tax. I think it is $5.99 plus tax. So I just got a really good deal from Lancaster, if that's how you say it. I don't know how to say it. But not thrilled with their packaging, but everything looks okay. So that's good. I would have liked to see it in another box or have that covered up so people didn't know exactly what it was. But it looks good. So I'm going to finish putting it together here and give it a test run. Installation is pretty easy for this riser. You just have one bolt that you tighten down right there, and they give you the hex key for it. So it says hand tighten that. And that's pretty much it for setting this thing up, other than the crank cocking device. So this is their quiver placement, and I have to be honest, I'm not impressed with the quiver. If you look right here, there's this little plastic lever. I hunt in the cold, and to get it on and off, you have to pull that lever to get it off. That right there, you see that? That's gonna break in these cold winters up here. I'm gonna break that, I can guarantee it, because I don't hunt with my quiver on, because I want to be able to set my bow. I want to be able to set my bow right on the rail of my hunting shed. Here is a better look of what I'm talking about. That fits on the rail, and then you have to tighten it down. And this is just cheap plastic. It's gonna break. I mean, the quiver looks nice enough. I just wish it was more like their old style. Their old style, you pushed it on and you twisted it and it locked into place. And I mean, I broke that after 7 years, but I'm not sure this one's gonna make it 1 year. So that's where it attaches right there, that little tiny rail. Not sure about that. other than that, very impressed. The scope has flip-up covers. That's pretty cool. My other one didn't even have covers. I don't know if I can... Kind of hard to see there, but you can sort of see what the lines look like. Very hard to do on my phone, guys, sorry. It does have the adjustable butt stock right here. Push that, and it slides back when you have more than one hand to do it. There you go. So, you know, it's not a ton, but you get a few inches. If you got someone with shorter arms, that's nice to have. And this is the sled for cocking it. I haven't messed with that yet. You got rubber here, which I like. Rubber here. Rubber handles. On the old one here, you're talking plastic, plastic. Everything's plastic. There's no rubber. There's no comfort. But it did get the job done. So. Just kind of. Okay, so I'm here in the backyard. I have a little shooting range, but it's so hot I don't want to walk to it. It's a couple acres away. So I'm hoping this will work all right. I got the old one right here I'm trying out, and then we're going to try the new one. So new strings, new cables on this one, courtesy of the Outdoorsman here, not too far away. I might put a link to their Facebook in the description down below if you guys are looking for anything here in the Midwest area near Grand Rapids. Their new ownership there, and it seems like it's a pretty good little store if you're looking for, you know, they were able to get my bow fixed in less than a week, where Hilltop, which is over by Greenville, Michigan, they were 3 weeks out right now. So if you're looking for someone to try to get your bow fixed real quick before hunting season, check out Outdoorsman. Figured I'd give them a nice plug. He did a really good job on this from what it looks like. So right now I'm just starting off at 10 yards. That's what the suggested is if you're checking your scope sighting. So we'll try some 10-yard shots here and see how it goes. All right, guys, in my excitement, I made a horrible mistake, which I'm a little upset about. Hopefully I can learn from this. You guys can learn from this. Broadheads. I thought they were the practice tips because they're a different color. Forgot I got new broadheads last year. Just shot 2 broadheads into my brand new target, which is not made for broadheads. Biscuits. Okay, so it took me about 7 shots at 10 yards to hit the bullseye with my repaired crossbow. So I had to adjust the scope, but I think I can move back with that one. That shot is dead center where I want it. So now that I've done that, I am going to try the new one here at 10 yards and see if I can tell a difference. I'm sure I will be able to. Guys, I'm going to be 100% honest with you. I've never used a crank cocking device before, and not sure I'm a fan. Too much of my fingers by the string. And the beautiful thing about a rope cocking one is you don't really have that a whole lot. The sled kind of got stuck up in there cocking it, and just didn't love it. I'm sure I'll get used to it more. If you have a bad shoulder like I do, it is nice. You can crank it right back. I just wish it released a little better, but we'll see here. Okay, so I have the arrow in now. With this new thing too, I just feel like it's one more thing you gotta feed the arrow through. So far I love this crossbow, but when you're nervous about using it for the first time, things like having to feed the arrow through there, it just makes you a little nervous. I don't know why. I think it's because I'm not used to the crank cocking device, but we're gonna shoot it here and see how it goes. Guys, something to consider when getting this, if you're looking at the CCD version, you can only release this sled when the butt stock is all the way in. If you're at a different position like that, you can see your crank cocking device isn't going to work unless it lines up perfectly. That's kind of annoying if you ask me. I wish it worked at every position, because every time you shoot, you got to adjust your stock. That's not great. If you're out in the deer stand, let's say you shoot at a deer, but you're staying there, you want another shot, you lose your butt stock distance. Like, yes, I know it clicks into place, but it's just something that could mess you up. So I don't love it. I really don't. I think they could have done a little bit better with that design. I'm gonna try my best to show this. So they have this rope hold ball that they're talking about. That is cool. And then here's your sled. It fits in here like that. So that holds it. You pull it out. Again, one-handed, not the best, guys. But you pull that out, and then you have to push this button while you pull that out. Which, it works. It's just kind of finicky, I guess. But let's give it a shot here. So I'm gonna try to do this, guys. It's kind of hard to show, but so you got your button here and this. So you push that button, then it pulls out. So you're gonna go up over the scope, then hook it to your string. Look, you kind of got to push it into that halo. Sorry about that. And it clicks in place. I like that. That's good. I like how it feels secure. But it just, there's so much extra stuff that, you know, there's double strings going down, and how do you know if it's in the center? Just not a huge fan so far. All right, so now I usually do this on the other side, but I want you guys to be able to see it. You know what? I'm gonna do it on the other side. It's what I'm comfortable with. So you put that in the slot. You start cranking it up. So I'm gonna show you that. I'm gonna try to do this for you guys. One-handed, we'll see. Don't think it's gonna work great, but as I'm cranking, you can see it pulling that up. Sorry for the horrible camera work, you guys. It's really hard to... And you get the click. That's nice. So then you have to push this button and rotate the handle to let it back out. So here's the part I don't like. I've pushed that button, I've rotated that handle, but the sled stays here. So you kind of have to push it out of there, which I don't want my fingers by the string. I don't like that. That's the downside of this, I guess. Maybe, I don't know if the rope cocking one's that way, but now I have to push that all the way down until it's loose enough that it'll fall itself. Just, I like how it's internal. I think they could have done better. I really do. Okay, guys, so I've got both bows sighted in at 10 yards. The mosquitoes have gotten so bad, and it is so hot, guys. It is mid-90s and muggy and hot, and it needs to rain. So the mosquitoes have gotten horrible. Just horrible today. So unfortunately, I think that's all I can do with the Barnett Raptor today. I sighted in it and the Game Crusher at 10 yards. And hopefully, as I move back in the next few days, that should be pretty good, I hope. Kids hunting is supposed to be this weekend, I think, but man, I don't know if anyone wants to hunt for kids this weekend in Michigan. It is so stinking hot. I might just be best to wait.
and let it cool off some. Overall, I think the Raptor is really nice. Some really nice features. I like the handle that flips down. That's very nice. I like how fast it is. I like how narrow it is. Adjustable stock. Everything is very comfortable. That CCD, not a fan. Not a fan. I'm getting used to it, but still not a fan. I don't really like the sled style. Maybe on the rope one it's a little bit better. I know that's kind of the thing all of them are going to now, but not a fan. I think that's just how it is on these crossbows now, though. You're gonna get probably that sled style. It's nice that it clicks on really well, but I just like the old rope style. Pull it back. That's what my Game Crusher has, and it works just fine. Just fine. And it's universal. But overall, I think for the price, I got it for about $610. Very, very nice bow. Shoots crazy fast. I think I'm really gonna like it. I just got to get used to it. When you use the same one for 7 years, you're kind of stuck in your ways. But still got the old one, but I know I'm gonna love this new one, especially as I start hunting with it more and more. It rips, guys. It just launches. So I don't have good cameras and stuff to show that. I'm sorry. Hopefully I can show a couple shots, but I'm fairly limited on my abilities for filming. It's what I can hold with one arm on my phone. So thanks for checking out the Barnett Raptor 410. I really think Hyper Raptor, I guess. Barnett Hyper Raptor. Probably should get that right. Check it out, guys. For the price, if you can get one, I'd say go ahead and do it. Just don't necessarily plan on loving the CCD. Is it worth the extra $100? I'm going to say no, unless you have shoulder problems or can't pull it back. Probably not worth it. See you next time, guys.